This demonstration uses Bluetooth to control the Pi car's movements. You'll see that we have the Bluetooth _car _server.pi, which is running on the Raspberry Pi. And then we have the Bluetooth _car _client.pi, which is running on the VMware virtual machine. And I've executed these two Python modules, and the client is connected to the server. And we have the option of forward, back, right, left, stop, and quit. To make the communications work, we've got a client and a server. The client runs on the virtual machine that's hosted in VMware, and the server runs on the Raspberry Pi. The server module is executed using the Bluetooth library, so Bluetooth.Bluetooth socket, and then you have the bind with the host MAC address and port, which is the local MAC address of the Raspberry Pi Bluetooth, along with the port. And then we set up to listen based upon that. So once we have those values, then we listen, and we create a client. And then the client is ready to receive data. So we've got a while loop, while true. And as long as we see data come in, we continue to execute this while loop, which first of all uses a move function. The move function takes a direction from the client, and then as it's doing that, it also creates a CPU temperature reading from the CPU temperature object, and then it also creates the car telemetry data structure, which will hold the power value, the direction that is being that's input to the function move, and then the temperature. So this is the data that's going to be sent back to the Bluetooth client. So if we see an F for forward, then we move forward, B for backward, then we move backward, L for left, R for right, S to stop. Anything else is not valid. And then we exit the function by returning the car telemetry data structure back, and that is then sent to the client. So that data structure is then sent to the client, and on the client side, we write that file out to a JSON. And so we have another while true loop, which is going to execute and take the input. So we put the input in, or we could do Q for break, and then we send the data. And then when we receive the car telemetry back, we then write it to a file and then close the socket. And we can also take these values based upon command line arguments. So what does that look like? Well, we've got the car telemetry.json is what's returned, and it is written to the local file that can then be read by a UI on the front if that's desired. And that's it.